So here we go. Any questions, you just ask away. So we are coming up to the full moon. So we're going to work extra on balance today. And by that, not just balancing, physically on one leg and then the other, but also we balance the hard and the soft of our practice. So there's a fun sequence we're going to do toward the end of our class called the moon salutation that balances out the sun salutation. And we're going to do sun salutation with the help of a chair. It'll be all standing, but we'll use the chair for some support. Okay? And we are going to do some coming down to the earth practices, and how to get up from there. So let's find our feet hip width distance. A lot to do. This is going to be a fun class. Take a few breaths. So right away in our balancing, we start to even out inhales and exhales. So take a nice deep exhale, belly button to the spine, right, is where we want to go with the exhale. And you can even put your hands on your abdomen here. And as you inhale through your nose, feel your belly press into your hands. Okay, because we don't want the breath to stop up here in the chest. We want it to go deep into the diaphragm. And then exhale, belly button to spine. Okay, so now we know what we want the breath to do. Let's smooth it out. So put your hands down by your side, take a nice deep exhale, and we're going to inhale for a slow count of 4. So it's inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just pause for a second here, and then exhale for the same slow count of 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time, a little slower now. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just let your breath come back to normal and tap into how that felt, just to equalize the breath. Maybe starts to let the body calm down, settle. And we're going to expand that breath now with the help of the arms. So turn your palms out, ground through the feet. Inhale, float your arms up. Touch your palms together and exhale your hands to your heart. Now we'll reverse that circle. Inhale, fingertips up toward the sky. Exhale, hands down. Okay, let's make sure we're staying grounded through the feet here. The feet are hip width distance apart, and we feel all 4 corners of the feet. Okay, and now we're going to do that again. Inhale, pressing down through the feet, lifting up with the arms, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. Pressing down through the feet, inhale, fingertips up. Turn your palms out, exhale. All right, let's shake things out now. Release. Okay, we want the knees and hips to move a little bit here, waking things up as we move into our spinal sequence. Okay, so we're going to take the feet slightly wider than hip width distance apart. Bring your hands to your thighs. Bend the knees and hips. Exhale, round forward. This is the cat. And then as you inhale, draw your arms up. Keep your elbows bent and open your heart into cow. Inhale. Exhale your hands back to your thighs. Inhale your arms up and back. Cow. Oh yes, to cat. And this is a great balancer for the spine, right? Equal movement forward and back. And we want to do these every day. You can do them standing. You could do it in a chair. Let's just leave the hands on the thighs here and set your hips back. Pretend you're sitting in the chair right now, your hands on your thighs. And here's how we would do it in the chair. We would arch the spine and round the back. Arch and round. Okay, so that's another way of doing it. Of course, you could do more with your arms even in the chair, but this is just one way. And then take your gaze toward your thighs. Slowly straighten your legs as you roll up and shake things out. All right, so the feet are still slightly wider than hip width distance. The feet are grounded, and we're going to start evening out your side to side movement. Yep, waking up the spine side to side. Now let's add some arms to that. Bring your arms up. Take your right wrist in your left hand and tilt to the left. Nice, because the shoulders are still stacked. Take it up and left wrist in your right hand. Tilt to the right. Yes, with nice stacked shoulders. Let's go back over to the left and up and to the right and up to the left and up and last time to the right and up and release. Okay, so we're going to do some twisting here and do it standing, okay? So let's bring the feet back to hip width distance apart. Okay. And we're going to bring the arms up again. Now keep your hips facing forward as you gently twist to, yes, bring the arms up and keep your hips facing forward as you twist left. And bring the arms up and we gently twist right and up and left and up. Now we're going to twist to the right. Stay here. Try and draw your right hip a little more forward, your left hip a little more back, and turn to look at your right fingertips. Now turn to look at your left fingertips, your body staying twisted, and take your gaze back to the right. Bring the arms up and we'll do the same thing to the left. Open to the left, hold. Take your left hip a little farther forward, your right hip a little back. Take your gaze towards your left fingertips and then turn and look at your right fingertips. Take your gaze back to your left fingertips. Bring your arms overhead and just let it go. Whew. Those shoulders have been up, so let's keep them down and just wiggle them out. Whew. And shake things out. All right, so that was our spinal balancing series. Very good. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to move to some core work now. So let's come to the top of the mat here. Well, come to your spot. And bring your feet hip width distance apart. All right, let's bring your hands up. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees and hips as much as you can. Start to fold forward. Can you get your fingertips to the floor here?
Sure.
All right, so just start to walk your feet back and then bring your right knee down and your left knee down and you'll be in tabletop. Okay, so we've got the wrists under the shoulders and the hands on the mat here. So we inhale and exhale. So we can feel 4 points of contact here, 4 points of balance. If this is hard on your wrists, you can walk your hands forward a bit. Inhale and exhale. So the reason we're here is we're coming down to the floor. So now sit off to the side and take your legs forward. Flex your feet and sit up nice and tall. Yeah. So here we are on the earth. There we are. Shake things out. Now we're going to use our core. So go ahead and bend both knees. Hold on to your hamstrings. Sit up nice and tall. And start to let yourself come back. Lean back with a long spine. You feel your core start to engage here? Okay, so your hands are still touching your legs, and we're going to release the right arm from the legs. Release the left arm from the legs. Bring both hands back to the legs and sit up. Okay, was that okay? All right, so let's take it back again. You'll feel your core engage. We'll release the left arm. We'll release the right arm. Bring the hands back to the legs and sit up. Okay, so now we're going to add on to that. Take it back. Release your right arm. Release your left arm and bring your right knee towards you. Bring your right foot down. Bring your left knee towards you. Left foot down and sit up. All right. I'll bet you're starting to feel that. Take it back. Here we go. Release your left arm. Release your right arm. Bring your left knee towards you. Put the foot down. Bring your right knee towards you. Put the foot down and sit up. All right, let's shake those legs out. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we're going to do one more thing. This is optional. See how you like it. Let's keep the hands up this time and go back. See how far you can go. Okay. All right. Now take your right knee up. Extend your right leg. Bring the knee in and bring the right foot down. Take your left knee up. Extend your left leg. Bring the left knee in. Foot down and come up. Woo! Shake out those legs. We're going to do that just one more time. This time starting with the left leg. I'll face you for this. Doesn't matter. Just so you can see it from a different angle. Take it back. Take your left knee up. Extend. Bend. Foot down. Right knee up. Extend. Bend. Foot down. And shake out those legs. Whew. All right, nice warm core now, right? Yeah. Okay, excellent. So we're going to do a little bit of oblique work here. So we're going to keep the feet down again. Sit up nice and tall. Take your left hand outside of your right leg. So I'm holding on to my right thigh with my left hand. Take your right arm forward and then slowly start to lean back and let your right arm open as much as you want. There it is. Bring it up. Sit up. Take your right hand outside your left leg. Left arm forward. Lean into it as the left arm comes back. And up. We're going to the right again. So left hand, right arm. Yes, there are your obliques. And take it forward. Here comes your right hand to your left leg, left arm back, and up. Okay, we're going to try it without holding on this time. So take both arms forward, and as your right arm comes back, your left arm goes forward. Yes, and up, and left arm back, right arm forward, and up. Okay, if that was okay, do that one more time. We'll do that one more time to each side. If not, you go ahead and hold your leg again. Let's open up. And center. And open to the left. And center. And shake things out. All right. So we do a lovely hip opening sequence called water wheel, which is great to do on the mat. Okay, so since you're on the floor, are you comfortable putting your back down and your head down? Okay, bend your knees and bring your back to the mat. All good here?
I think so.
All right, we're going to do water wheel. This really gets those hips nice and open. Bring your right knee in. Take your leg straight up, point the toes. Now flex your foot, bring your right leg down, and knee in. So we've just made a circle, and keep making circles with your right leg. Knee in, point up, Flex down. When your heel comes down, it doesn't really touch the mat. It stays a couple of inches or more from the mat. Yes, we're circling that hip, water wheel. And now we're going to pause, bring the right knee in, and reverse the water wheel. So flex your right foot, flex out, point up, knee in, out, up, and in. And the next time your knee is in, hold it in. Take your right ankle across your left thigh. Flex your right foot and see if you can lift your left foot off the floor here. Okay, so we're just in this nice figure 4 here, like this. Okay, and then put your hands on your legs or your right shin and just move around. More hip release here. Yeah. All right, release, unwind. We're going to do the same thing on the left. Starting water wheel, knee in, left knee in, point the toes, take the leg up, flex the foot, bring the leg down. Knee in, point up, flex down. So this pointing and flexing really helps the ankles a lot too. Can you feel it? Point and flex. Whew, water wheel. And the next time your left knee is in, hold it in, flex your left foot, flex out, point up, knee in. We've reversed the wheel. All right, the next time your left knee is in, hold it in. Now take your left ankle across your right thigh. Left foot is flexed. See if you can lift your right foot up off the floor. Bring your hands to your shin or hold on to the outside of your legs and move your hips around. So today, now that you've done all this hip opening here, notice as you walk how smooth your walking is, how your hips are just nice and gliding. This really gets a lot of stuckness out of the hips. All right, let's release, unwind, and put 2 feet to the mat and just let your knees open and close. All right, we're going to roll over to a side, whatever side is best for you right now. And then come to the hands and knees. We're working our way up from the floor now. So we're back in that hands and knees. Now, if you are near a chair and you wanted to, you could use the chair to help you get up, but we're going to come up through down dog. So tuck your toes, lift your hips, and straighten your legs any amount. The knees could be still bent here. What we're concerned about in down dog more than the straight legs is the long spine. And then just walk your feet towards your hands. So a couple of options here. If you had a chair, you could put your hands on the chair if you wanted to, or bring your hands to your thighs, which is a great way to do it without a chair, and stand up. Wow, you got up before I did.
I like getting up with the downward dog. That's a good way to do it.
It's a great way, you know, and you don't. It doesn't have to be just in yoga classes. It can be anytime you find yourself on the floor. Okay, I'm glad you like that. So let's shake things out.
What are you doing? Oh, downward dog to get up.
That's right. So we're going to do a little sun salutation now with the help of the chair. Okay. Now we could do it coming down and up like we just did, but today we're going to do it with the chair, and next week we'll do it coming down and up like we just did. Okay, so we're going to turn the chair to face us. Stand in front of the chair. Maybe, let's see, 2 feet from the seat of the chair. Yep. Okay, so sun salutation. We float the arms up. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Bring your hands to your legs and decide if you want to keep your head higher than your heart or if you want to go lower. You just go as far as you want in this forward fold. Bring your hands to your thighs, bend your knees, and shine your heart forward. This is the half lift. Okay? And now we're going to put the hands on the chair and take a nice big step back with the right leg. So we're in a lunge, and we're going to bring the left knee over the left ankle. See how mine was forward? Now bringing it back. So we're in a lunge here. Okay, now we'll bring the right foot closer in, closer to the left foot. Step back with the left foot. Okay, we look like we're kind of in down dog here. And we're going to strengthen the arms. Bend your elbows and push yourself back up. Now shine your heart forward. This is cobra. And press your hips back. You're in down dog with the assistance of the chair now. And you just walk your feet forward. And bring your hands to your legs and walk yourself up. How was that? All right, sun salutation with the chair. Now we have to do it with the left leg. Okay? All right, so here we go. We're 2 feet from the chair. We inhale. Exhale, go where you want with your forward fold, right? You could be, like I said, head higher than heart. You could be touching the floor. Bend your knees and hips, bring your hands to your thighs and shine your heart forward, half lift. Now put your hands on the chair. Take a big step back with your left foot. Bring your right knee over your right ankle, and we're in a lunge. Now bring your left foot closer in, bring your right foot to meet it, okay? And we're going to, from here, bend the elbows, build arm strength here, and press the hips back to downward facing dog. Good. And now walk your feet toward the chair. Shine your heart forward, take a half lift. Bring your hands down to your legs and float the arms out and up, palms touch. Hands come heart center. And you completed your sun salutation. All right, so now we're going to balance that out with a moon salutation. Moon salutation is super fun. We're going to take the chair away from us. Okay, you won't need it. Okay, so we will be moving into triangle, which looks like this. You might have done it before, triangle. You won't need, triangle is a very balanced pose, so you won't need the chair for it, but you're always welcome to have a chair nearby for any unsteadiness that you might start to feel. But this is the moon salutation. So as the sun salutation was very muscular, we used a lot of muscles. Now we're going to soften, okay? So let's start out with the feet nice and balanced, hip width distance apart. And draw your arms gently up. Now we're going to sway side to side like a daisy. This is the daisy. Oh, I love this. Sway side to side. Now stop. Take your feet wide, so pretty wide here with the toes turned out. Take your arms to a wide V. This is called five-pointed star. Now bend your knees and bring your elbows to your waist. This is called the moonflower. Come back up. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your right toes to the right. Lift your left heel and turn your left foot in at an angle. The legs stay straight. We take the arms out from the shoulders. Okay? Now, reach forward with your right arm. Reach, reach, reach. And wherever you are, just let that right hand drop to the leg. It doesn't have to be any low. It can be anywhere the shoulders are stacked. And now, bring your hand to your left hip. And if you want, take your arm up. So this is triangle. We're going to come up from triangle, turn all 10 toes out again, come into 5-pointed star, bend the knees for moonflower. Now, if possible, as your arms come up, take your legs closer together. There you go. And let's daisy again. I told you this was fun, right? Daisy, daisy. And release, shake it out. Now, where do you think we need to go next?
The other side.
Exactly. All right, let's take the feet hip-width distance apart. Inhale, float the arms up, and we begin with the daisy. Like a daisy blowing in the wind. And then open to 5-pointed star. The legs open, the arms go to a V, and the toes are turned out. When we bend the knees, we want the knees to be going over the toes here, elbows to waist, moonflower. There it is. Stand tall here. Now bring your hands to your hips. Turn your left toes to the left. Lift your right heel. Turn your right foot in at an angle. Bring your arms out. Reach. And let your left hand drop to the left leg. Bring your right hand to your hip. Make sure your shoulders are stacked. And if it works for you, right arm reaches up to the sky. You're in triangle. Now we come back to center, turning the toes out, arms up. Moonflower. Step together. And daisy. And daisy. Side to side. Woo, release the arms and shake it out. All right, so that was sun salutation and moon salutation. All good?
All good.
All right. Are you feeling like your breath is moving easily? Your hips are nice and open, right? Okay, great. Let's go ahead and from here, we're going to do some seated work, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to turn your chair so you can see me. Stand about a foot away from the chair. I think we were doing this last week. We're going to bring the arms up and descend carefully. Like those legs are feeling it, right? The hips touch down. Don't get too comfortable. Stand up. Whoa, press through those feet. Use the legs. Yep. And let's do it again. This is how we want to get into a chair, right? Not plopping, but using our legs. And one more time, stand up. Woo. And this time we'll come to seated and stay there. Okay, I think I was telling you about the sit to stand last week, was I? That's what we just did. Sit to stand, sit to stand. Try to do that for 30 seconds every day. Sit to stand, okay? All right, let's shake those legs out. Whew. All right, we've done a lot today so far. You did a lot of core work. We did balancing work. We did a lot of hip work. Okay, the one thing we didn't do that I forgot was standing balance. Okay, so let's bring ourselves up again using those legs. Press into the earth, okay? Arms forward, but don't lean forward. Just bring your arms out and stand up. Whoa. There you go. All right, so we are going to balance, and in honor of the autumnal equinox that just happened, we're going to work on tree. So stand to the left of your chair with your right hand on the, gently touching the chair. Okay, the feet are hip width distance apart, nice and grounded. Now, part of balance is a steady gaze, so we want a nice steady gaze here. Bring your left hand to your left hip, bend your left knee, and take that knee out to the side. Now, we don't want to start twisting. We just want to open the leg and keep the heart facing forward. Bring your left heel to your left leg, okay? So we're light on the toes here. All right, if this feels okay, bring your left foot onto your right leg. Now start to think about raising that right arm off the chair. The chair is there for you anytime you want. Right arm off the chair. Release and shake out that left leg. We're going to stay on the left now, okay? So left hand to left hip, left knee bends, knee turns out, the foot is going back onto the leg. You can keep those toes kickstanded if you prefer. Slide your right arm up, and if your right arm is up, bring it to your heart. And if you feel okay with that, take your left hand to your heart. Remember, that chair is there for you anytime you want. Yes, and release, shake it out. Hey, tree pose, all right. Okay, let's try that on the other side. So come to the right. Your left hand, well, of course, when we use the chair, we're not doing this. It's light touch. Feet are hip width. The gaze is steady. Take your right heel up, turn the right knee out, and bring your heel to your left leg, right heel to the left leg. Okay, now if it feels okay, start to slide your foot up. If it doesn't, keep your toes gently. We're not like this, we're gently. Slide your left arm out and start to think about raising the left arm. And release, shake it out. So when we're balancing, coming in and out of balance is very instructive for our body. It's not like, oh my goodness, I couldn't stand here perfectly still for 10 minutes, I didn't balance. No, that's not the point. The point is to teach your body, yeah, I can get off balance and come back. I can get off balance and come back. So, all right, let's try this again. Right heel up, knee out, foot to the leg if possible. Okay, and start to raise your left arm. Ooh. Left arm. And bring the hand to the heart. If that doesn't feel right, put your left hand back on the chair. And if that feels okay, bring your right hand to your heart. And release and shake it out. So you might notice one side cooperates more than the other, right? You saw that with what I was just doing, right? This is definitely my less cooperative side, but we're learning to balance, okay? All right, so let's have a seat now and talk about seated balance. So you face me. So anytime you're sitting, whether you're in yoga or not, you still want to be balanced, right? So find your sit bones and balance on your sit bones, okay? So we don't want to be like rocked over to one side or the other. So balance in seated is just as important as it is in standing. Okay, so find a seated balance. Now we're going to try and keep those sit bones nice and settled. Take your left heel up, turn the left knee out, and put your left heel against your right leg. You see how your body wants to lean here? Bring it back to center and bring your hands to your heart. So now you're in a seated tree. From here, you might even lift your fingers up to the sky, grow your branches, and release. And let's do seated tree to the right. Heel up, right knee out, right heel kickstands. If the body tried to lean, bring it back to center, hands to the heart. Grow your branches and come on back. And release, shake those legs out. Okay, so now we've instructed the body that when we're sitting, we want it to sit upright and we want it to sit evenly. We don't want to be falling off to one side or the other, okay? All right, so let's do our little finishing things. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see a little better here. Okay, exhale. Now your spine is nice and long. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to the chair. And then pull your heart through. Hold on to your chair. Okay, this counteracts the sitting forward posture that we seem to have a lot during the day. And release. Release your hands to your side. Okay, now we're going to do the side to side spinal movement. So your left hand is down, your right arm is up. Your sit bones are going to stay right where they are, tilt to the right. So your right hip might want to lift, but we're not taking it with us. We're just doing right arm. Bring the right hand down, left arm up, and we tilt to the right. That left hip stays grounded and up. All right, right arm up again, tilt to the left. Now take your left arm up, parallel to the earth, and lift both arms up. That engaged the core a little more. Take the right hand down, tilt to the left, hold, and float your left arm. This is your right arm up, you tilt it to the right. And bring it up. Whew. Now we're going to take the elbows back as we exhale down. Bring the arms up, elbows back. Once again, we're counteracting the forwardness of our usual posture. And one more. And shake it out. So what I mean by that is in our day-to-day, right, sometimes we're rounded forward looking at a phone or a keyboard, or we're reaching for things. So we try to take the shoulders back to counteract that. All right, now let's do some, a nice chair twist, okay? So take your arms up and then twist to the right and bring your left hand outside of your right thigh. Put your right hand on the chair. Take the arms up, twist to the left, right hand outside the left thigh, left hand on the chair. And up, and twist back to the right. Now keep your left hand on your right thigh, let your left arm come up, and tilt over your left leg. Oh, does that feel good? Stretching the side body here. Release, arms up, twist left, right hand's outside the left leg, left arm comes up, and we tilt. Oh, come up and release. Shake those legs out, inhaling and exhaling. Great. How are you feeling?
Good.
All right. So we're going to sit up nice and tall here. Okay. And we're going to do some ankle work. So just lift your right foot so that the foot won't touch the floor as we point and flex. Guess what? Your core is helping to keep your leg up. Yeah, you noticed, right? Circle your ankle one direction and the other. Now take your left leg up, point and flex. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. And bring your foot down. I always like to wave my legs open and closed after I do anything to re-release the hips. Now, you'd be surprised at how important your fingers are for your posture. So we're going to do some hand work here. So take your arms out to your side, extend your fingers as wide as you can, and one by one bring them into a gentle fist. One by one, take them open and extend. One by one into a gentle fist. One by one, open and extend. Now we're just going to close at once, open at once, close at once, open at once. Start to bring your arms up as you do this. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, back, down, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Stay here, make a gentle fist and rotate your wrists. Rotate them the other direction. All right, turn your palms up. Take a nice deep inhale. Stretch everything nice and long. Bring your palms to touch and exhale your hands to your heart. Okay, we're going to bring the hands to the thighs here. Sit up nice and tall and work on the neck. So chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest, right ear, chin to chest, left ear. To the right, to the left. Now let's go to the right and stay here. Let your left hand come off your thigh and point your fingertips to the earth here. And just take your right hand now and brush that neck, right? You might feel a little tightness there. And just go ahead and use your fingers to give it a little massage. Do some tapping on it. And then bring your right hand back and your left hand back, chin to chest. Left ear to left shoulder, stay here. Let your right fingertips head to the earth. Take your left hand and massage the neck a little bit. Tap it out. And bring both hands back to your thighs. Now tuck your chin towards your chest and bring both hands behind you. So start at the base of your skull and gently slide your fingers down toward your shoulders. So a little massage back there. And then tap around. And come back up to seated. All right, I think we're ready for to get ready for final relaxation. Do you feel ready? All right, so let's take a moment to scan the body from head to toe and from where we are, right, sitting on our chair in a nice engaged way. Just make sure everything feels nice and loose. Does anything feel tight as you scan? Just let it go. Whew. And then we're going to finally let ourselves let go. So bring your back to the back of the chair. Put your feet however they feel comfortable. Let your hands be in contact with something where you're not reaching forward. Okay, so your hands are just gently touching some part of you where they can relax. Start to smooth your breath out. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. If not, just defocus them so you're not really focused on anything. We're moving into final relaxation. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And slowly exhale, just letting your body let go of all effort and just be. The breath is just going to move in and out without any help from you. And just be in final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently start to bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. Bring your hands down by your side. Exhale. And now as you inhale, draw the arms up. Palms touch. Exhale your hands to heart center. And as you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice. And we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.